Hey coaches, I'm starting to see a pattern that you guys come to me like with 3 weeks before the retreat and you're like, I need help selling out. My retreat isn't selling and I need to sell more spots. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So let's chat about where you're probably going wrong and then how to course correct so you can sell those last few spots. So one of my clients came to me. She was about 6 weeks out from her second retreat. She had DIY'd the first one, sold 3 spots. She was in the middle of DIYing the second one. She only had sold 3 spots and she was about 6 weeks out and she really wanted to get 10 people in the door. So with this being kind of late in the game, we had like a bigger push on Instagram, which is where she mostly shows up with her marketing, to go live, to make posts, to really look at what content's activating people to click on. So we really went ham on social media, but I told her that once this retreat is over, we need to go into refinement and building the foundations so this is easier for your next one, because she knew that she wanted to do this. She wanted to have retreats as a pillar inside of her coaching business. So we knew that we were going to have more of a long-term mentorship because that's what she needed. With the tweaks, she sold 6 total spots, which still didn't hit her goal, but it was more than her first one, and it was still more than what she was going to have after joining and working with me. So after the retreat, we really looked at the feedback from the attendees. They wanted a longer retreat, they wanted more downtime, and they wanted more one-on-one with her. So those tweaks were like really easy to make inside of the curriculum, inside of the itinerary in general. So the next hurdle is, how are we going to show up during off season while you're not actively launching your retreat? So when you do open cart to your retreat, it sells way easier than having to go live and do a whole bunch of posts. First thing we looked at was her consistency throughout the entire year. Retreats, just like abs are built in the winter, retreats are built in the off season. So how she was showing up, how she was leading people into her offers, and what content really activated her audience was where we focused. So we spent 60 days looking at what was the most activating content and then doubling down on that. Then the next thing she focused on was serving her current and past clients really deeply, to the point where they didn't want to leave her programs and they had to meet her in person. So when it came time to actually inviting people into the retreat space, she sold 4 spots without ever announcing it on social media, which we're already off to a better start than the first 2 retreats. Okay, the next thing that we did was we set a target launch date to open up the retreat, which means we gave all of her past and current clients ample opportunity to join, and then we opened it up. She made 2 social media posts and she sold out within 6 days. That's all it took to sell 10 spots in a week. She even oversold her venue, so she's staying at her house, which is just 5 minutes away, and so that way all the girls can stay into the retreat venue. Now, this result came from being consistent and knowing exactly what to say and how to show up on Instagram. So when you do open cart to in-person events, this is how people pounce on the opportunity. So if you're hosting a spring or summer retreat, now is the time to really look at and refine your retreat foundations so you can sell just like this client did for your spring and summer retreat and be sold out by January 1st. So if you're hosting a spring or summer retreat, pop over on Instagram, slide into my DMs. Let's chat about where you are and where you want to be and how you're going to get there.